How are you guys doing? I'm having a good day so far. I hope you guys are too. Today is February 14th, which makes it Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a really rough day for a lot of people. I'm fortunate enough to have Tilda, but I know a lot of people are in a headspace where I was a few years ago. So, for that reason, I'm not going to talk about Valentine's Day all that much. Because I think principally one of the points of me streaming is entertainment, and a lot of people go to entertainment when they're feeling shit. So, if you have someone, good. If you don't, it's alright. It'll work out. But for now, I do want to show you some stuff. I tweeted about this a minute ago. Tilda ended up giving me this camera. It's a live streaming camera. It's sort of the be-all, end-all of streaming cameras. It's the one that, if you know anyone who has a decent camera who streams, they're probably using. It's the Logitech C920, I believe. If you really want to get serious about streaming, it's a good camera. And I don't webcam often, but it's a lot better than the one I was using. It'll allow me to do some green screen stuff, and more importantly, I've had this idea for this stream that I wanted to do for a while. I want to do like a art stream with you guys, but the camera that I had for the longest time was, I mean, it said it was 720p, but that was bullshit. It's much lower than that. It's more like 480p. My phone has a better resolution when it records than my old camera. So now that means that I can do art streams with you guys. Which is a cool thing. She also gave me a shit ton of candy, excuse me, and this incredibly heavy book, which I want to like at least show. I can't show you the inside, but doesn't this camera look fucking good? Like this, it's 30 frames per second, so it's not like, you know, running all over the place. I looked like shit today because I didn't go to bed until like 2, but whatever, fuck it. But she gave me this book. It's called The Art of Metal, with a foreword by Lemmy. And, I want to read the foreword by Lemmy, because it's absolutely golden. It reads very much like Lemmy was paid, you know, like $100. They went up to him and was like, hey, would you mind writing something for the intro of my book? You know, I'll give you $100. And Lemmy was like, alright, fuck it. So, let me bring down the music. It's a little much. Hello everybody, how are you? It's how you start an intro to a book. Oh, I'm okay, thanks. In the studio as I write this. Lemmy, for those of you that don't know, Lemmy is was the lead singer of Motorhead. He died last year, right near the end of the year. Anyway, what a splendid book this is, eh? Some of the best images and artwork of every type of metal that you could wish for. Well, we couldn't do them all. There's just so much to cover, but I reckon it's kind of in a weird font, by the way. It's like Old English script, and then there's a picture of Lemmy on the other side. But I reckon what's here is a very comprehensive overview of what we've been doing forever. And you gotta love the Motorhead content. That's a separate sentence. It starts with and. It makes you realize how important art has been to the music since it all began, and how those designers and artists who worked away, blah blah blah. Hope you can afford this book. Things being the way they are at the moment, I can understand if you can't. And you know what I always say, if you can't, ask one of your mates to get it for you. Worth having. Happy staring. I love the intro. The intro is my favorite part. Hello everybody, how are you? Lemmy surprisingly did not die of a drug overdose, as I was betting. He died of cancer, unfortunately, late last year. He had a very aggressive strain of cancer. So it's The Art of Metal. I can't show you any of the books in there, or any of the pictures in the book, because most of it has been banned in one country or another. Especially the black metal section. There's some stuff by Mayhem, and if you want to look into exactly what I mean, Google Mayhem, but only do that if you're into like snuff. photos. Anyway, let's play a video game. Enough about things that I have. Yeah, no, my hair is just awful today. What's up with this cam? The cam is a gift that Tilda gave me for Valentine's Day. I don't plan on using it unless if it's going to be for the things that I normally would have, and also for art streams, which I need to do a little bit of work to make sure that it's ready. It does look a lot better. It's the difference between like 480p and 720. This thing goes up to 1080, but I'm only streaming in 720, so there's not a whole lot of point. And also, I was a little worried about the stability of the program. Moffat said it fairly well. That Logitech makes good hardware, but very bad software, and that sounds about right. Transistor takes a while to actually like load up, and once it does, it's fine. Can you guys see? No, I'm gonna be messing around with the settings for a second, so that way I can get it so you can. Transistor, okay. There you go, now you can see. Logitech did a promo with SoFlo. Oh, that makes them bad now. Alright. Alright, cool. Do I still use Audio-Technica headphones? Yes. I use a... Crap, what is the brand on this microphone? I forget. It's an MXL 910, if you want to look it up. Audio-Technica is good. They are the people that own Beat headphones. You know, Beats by Dr. Dre. Beats are awful. I don't need to tell you that, but it's made by a good company. It's just their lowest quality stuff put into their fanciest looking stuff.
Oh, you got him.
And the end result is absolute shit. So if you're gonna get Audio-Technica, get Audio-Technica. Don't get Beats.
This isn't our town anymore.
So I kind of don't remember what the fuck is going on in this. I think we went home. Like, we went back to where all of the games started. And we're trying to get back to... Fuck you! We went back to where the game started, essentially. Yeah, Beats are not a good product. I don't recommend them. How does this game work? It's a turn-based action game, sorta. You have all these different parts that you can switch out and use in a bunch of different ways. Some of them better than others. Because they're switched to be on my side, I can't actually hit them, but... Now, while I'm recharging that bar at the top, I can't actually... Yes! While that bar is loading back up, I can't use any ability other than the dash, which is fine. It allows me to get away, and those guys can seem to kind of track onto me forever. The beats, the reason that they feel nice is actually because they weigh them down. They put weights in them so they don't feel cheap. If you actually take out that stuff, like if you take apart a Beats headphone, you'll notice that most of the inside is like weights, just so it doesn't feel like cheap crap. It's a good company's really cheap, trendy shit, is what it is. I don't know how to explain what's going on in this game plot-wise, because I don't totally understand it, to be honest. But, we got this sword, and it was meant to control the process, which were the bad guys. But the other bad guys, we don't really know what the process are. There's some sort of
3 guesses what's in there.
but they seem to be robots of some sort. We also seem to be in a computer world of some sort. We were a singer, but we got targeted by basically the mob, the Camerata, who are after us for our gifts. And they're now having to deal with that shit. It's sad to see Audio-Technica do that, but, you know, it's one of those things that is just like, you know, it's money. Like, people will buy a shitty piece of electronics if it has a cool look, which is sad. They're less mob, more the Illuminati. Okay. That, fine. But they've been going around killing or displacing people that kind of go against what they're trying to do. I don't know what they're trying to do is the main problem.
Hey guys, what's new?
Okay. There's no point in trying to do anything right now.
Hello? Wake up.
We got hit pretty bad there, so it put us in invincibility frames. But instead of invincibility frames, it's like you basically get a little bit of time that you can just be invincible. I wouldn't recommend getting like professional quality headphones. Again, if Skull Candy's pretty fucking bad. It's pretty cheap shit. I've heard stuff through Skull Candy headphones. They're pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. These are good just because they're meant to be like recording, like music recording headphones. They cost me like $60, but they're worth it because then when I'm editing videos, I have a really good handle on how the audio sound, which is part of the reason why I'm so finicky about them. I really don't like the way the audio came out on the latest video. I had the audio too loud on my mic at the time, and you know, because I'm not recording it on a separate channel, because of how streaming works, I pretty much just have to deal with it or scrap it. But I felt like there was enough funny stuff there that like I couldn't really just ditch it. So it sucks. I'm not too terribly happy with it, but you know, I was able to do the best I could by adding a compressor and stuff like that, but still. Anyway. Headphones are, you know, as long as you can hear shit and it doesn't crackle, it's probably fine for most things.
No news left to report. No one left to report it.
As I stand here on the eastern perimeter awaiting the inevitable, I'm surrounded by my community. I am at peace. It has been an honor and a privilege helping spread the news of the day amongst the people of the city. My only regret is having no more time to share it with you all. To the west I see nothing. To the east there is nothing. So we wait together, shoulder to shoulder. We will not leave our fair city under any circumstance. I suspect even the process has figured that out by now. Farewell. Everyone. Is everyone...
Get out of here.
Not much of a comment. Yeah. I find it's kind of the other way around, but you gotta know what you're shopping for. I spent hours shopping for like what the best headphones were, and this camera is the best as far as I can tell for what I'm trying to do.
White blocks like these, they weren't just trees and houses and things.
There's like a person there? Is he gonna be... Hold on. Okay. I was gonna say, he might get mad if I break that, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
Can't see Fairview from here, but it's out there somewhere. Guess they don't like to swim.
It's kind of convenient. They can fly, though. It's not as convenient. Oh, it's that thing again.
Oh no. You're still there, and I'm still here. You're still
The
there,
spine.
and I'm still here.
Is this a full game? It is, indeed. And we should be finishing it today. I forgot to mention that. This is the end of the game, so if you don't want spoilers, then... now would be a good time to leave, probably. I'm sorry.
You know, Red, we make quite a team. Lady without a voice. Gent without a body. We owe it all to the Camerata. Be sure. Is that what I...
Yeah, it's the spine. Okay, the process doesn't seem interested in me, but the spine definitely does. Where's the door? Where is the pass-through? It was a little confusing.
I'd like to go, if you don't mind.
What do you mean? Oh, like, to the bathroom? Your sword, is that even a thing?
White noise.
Your sword. Okay, so this is the,
The spine. Was sort of hoping it was just the one of them.
let's mull over an idea.
The process. I guess when they reach a certain size or something, it's like I start blacking out.
Right. Oh, he means leave the area. That makes a little bit more sense. There was a really, I forgot to mention, there was a really good Red cosplayer at PAX South.
I start talking funny, just ignore me, okay?
So he's a sword meant to destroy the process, so I guess...
Oh, good. Here again. Soon everyone and everything. It'll all just be little white blocks. And some eyeballs.
So are these guys actually like people? Like, what are these things?
Except for us. Except for us. We don't have to worry like everyone else. And by we, I guess I just mean you.
This is actually a fairly decent attack, but it's almost impossible to aim. I think that should work. But yeah, she had a good cosplay. A lot of Undertale cosplay at PAX. I'm kind of like slowly remembering things that happened at PAX. Like, oh, that was a story of a thing that happened. So we were walking along and there's this woman and she's just like, here, take this. Me and KY, you know, KY's carrying the camera equipment and I'm carrying the mic and stuff. And, we look over it and it's like a playing card set for the Goonies. And we're like, hey, there you go. Now we have something for when we get back to the hotel room. So we start walking away with it. And she runs up to it and she's like, no. That's not for you. That's just like a sample so you can look at it. So then we're in this awkward thing where we're standing in the middle of the aisle and like, yeah, that's good. I'm like looking over these Goonie cards. I've never been a Goonies fan. Sorry to those of you that are. So yeah, it's a little bit weird. It was a little awkward, and then we were able to walk away. But there's another guy who was selling. It was sort of like Patreon, but it was for streamers. I mean, because if we had just walked away, it would have been really awkward. Because it's like, oh, we didn't mean to steal your shit. Okay, bye. So we had to like look at it, and it was like, all right. Why would they hand them to us? So we would look them over and like, maybe consider buying them. The Goonies is an okay film. It's a children's action film with mystery and intrigue and blah blah blah. It's all right. Let's figure out this real quick. Did I see a guy with the spoon? Guy with a giant spoon. We were only there Saturday. I did not. I think I would have remembered that. I take it that would have been you. I don't think it's a bad movie. I mean, it's got all the things that it needs to be a good movie, but it's just, I think I was too old for it when it came out or whatever. Like by the time I actually saw it, it was just not, I don't know. If you missed it, it's sort of like Sandlot. That now I'm just getting into like trash talking territory. Yeah, Twitch's notification system's great, but it does help, so follow if you want, because then you can get an email 30 minutes later letting you know that I'm streaming. Alright, so people were saying that Void was good last time. I think I'm gonna go with Void. And we only have the option to unlock passive slots or system upgrades. Any really bad cosplay? No, it was all really on point. Like South by, like they had shit cosplay. Like there's some really bad cosplay, but PAX people like they fucking went all out. There was someone as Graham from King's Quest or King's Quit, I should say. And I thought about talking to him and thought about interviewing him, but I was just having an off day. I'm kind of glad a lot of the audio didn't record. An upgrade slot or a passive slot. I guess an upgrade slot for yeah. Concentration. User will no longer be able to act turn at low health. That's awful. User will overload more functions at once and recover only one per. I'm not going to use either of these. This one is slightly better, I guess. I was wearing that shirt too.
Will I ever see you again?
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
I mean, face to face. I like to wonder about that.
I don't think he will.
Maybe you can get me out of here, or something.
I don't know what you are, honestly.
Then we can watch.
Oh, shit.
Wash away.
Offer expired. Circumstances beyond our control. Have one last flatbread on the house. Please select your meal preference.
This is a tragedy.
Really? This is what you're worried about? Thank you, Taiga Chan CSGO, for hosting. That was nice of you. I like Supreme. I think it's some sort of... Oh. Your next meal will be delivered to your home in a couple years. I think we're getting to the end. I probably could have kept going yesterday, but I wasn't sure.
Beautiful bike.
There it is.
Hey, that's not our bike.
What the fuck is that? Oh my god. It's fucking brutal, that attack. Jesus, that thing was awful. Yeah, it kind of one-shotted us.
Hey, Red. Thanks for the lift.
One of the people we met apparently does Dipper cosplays for Gravity Falls. It was good.
Hi.
I can see that would work. I'm gonna shut up now because we're getting to really
What I
good
said
spot.
back there
Yeah?
about wanting to see you again. Face to face. I want you to know. I meant it.
How are you? The sword is affected by the amount of process in the area. The bigger things of process, fuck him up and make him act weird. Gravity Falls cosplayers are good people, so I haven't met a bad one yet.
Bike deserves some kind of reward.
Yeah,
Not to
seriously.
get wiped out like all his bike friends. See you in the country, Mr. Bike.
Alright, so we've got one more process. What does this do? Cripples, Alright, we'll remove the installed there. Then we've got, one short of what we need. We don't need this. We got 1 point left, so we'll add it to this. That should be good. That should be fine. That should work good. So we've got one really high damaging attack and then one really... It's actually slower, I think. But it's quicker when you're in time. Void and Cull. Yeah, so my idea is I'm going to jaunt behind them, use that attack, and then use this as a follow-up. And that should be enough to pretty much kill him.
You go first.
We're...
Yikes. Spawning season. Red, wait.
Oh, shit!
Hi, ladies. Red, door, quick. Too much. Don't fight this. Run.
I'm trying to figure out where the exit is. Where's the door?
Bye, ladies.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I stepped on their babies, yeah.
Here's where we found one of the lucky ones.
Right, one of the guys that's in our sword now. And,
What?
Oh! Oh, God! Jesus. This thing is fucking an asshole.
Take him.
Yeah, that works.
Boom.
I mean, it got me across the thing, but holy fuck,
They
dude.
took a chunk out of the floor. Took it where, though? Back
5
in the
snapshots detected in this area.
Still up. Your posters.
Just gonna...
Hey, they like you.
Who knows why.
Check the terminals or go on up.
Well, I mean, we can check the terminals as long as...
Lady we found here. Body's gone, but her trace is with us.
Huh. This art style is very cool. An Art Deco game is not something...
It's a choice.
It's kind of weird. Weather status change, light participation, placid. I'd like full rain, because that would wipe out the process, because they don't like water.
You read my mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at this. You got the key to the city.
Yeah, that should make things a little easier for us now. So, because the game, or the process doesn't like water, and it seems to dissolve in water, okay, well, it was a good
really
plan.
like you. We can still get through.
I need to watch Deadpool.
Hello,
That sounds like a
world.
good movie. Hello World.
You don't look so good.
It's classic
Almost
programming.
there.
Shit. This
Last
has to be in
member
like
of
a
the
computer or
Camarada.
something.
They'll be expecting us. Look out. They want a tag team.
Haircut. I see.
That'll show him. One down, one to go. And he can't run.
That should be fine. The sword is the person talking. Or the person possessing the sword? I'm not entirely sure what's going
We don't
on.
want to wind up like them.
There's a lot of people inside my sword. People who were saved from
let's
being
go.
cold. Or whatever. The
There's
haircuts are what do damage.
Hey, look.
What is it?
This is Royce Brackett of the Camarada, communicating via proxy. I am calling for a truce. See, I'd very much like for the process to, well, stop doing what it's doing.
Right.
And my conjecture is you'd very much like that too.
Yes.
Assuming I am right, then come along and we'll sort this out. And
Oh.
we can sort this out.
Okay. I mean,
We'll see about that.
yeah.
Could have sworn I left my body right here.
Yeah, you did. So this is where the game began, but it looks different now. Okay, I meant to talk to him, but at least I know I can't attack him.
The transistor. What can it do? What can it really do? Well,
Root,
we
library,
can
systems,
build a
infrastructure,
bridge.
override.
For example, that's something. People want a bridge to Fairview, sure. Why not? It's settled. Have a beautiful new bridge. It's good for more than just bridges, of course. Why, it can make just about anything happen. Really.
So it's... This petition will create a walking bridge connecting the southeast bridge to the Gold Walk Bay, Fair Island. Fairview will be relaxing seaside stroll away. Additional traffic by foot and small motor vehicles expected to have a negligible impact on local commerce. So,
This better work.
the Transistor has admin access to the computer world? Am I understanding this right? Do I need to stay here, or is that it? Okay.
Wow. You asked for it. You got it.
Right.
To Fairview.
Yeah? Are you coming with?
Let's go meet Royce.
Kind of. Okay. Well, don't give it away. I'm just sort of speaking out loud what I'm thinking, so that way it's not just dead air. It's bad when you're one of the only people left. Yeah, I guess that would make me default admin because everything was kind of controlled by
The process
artists.
can't be stopped. Can't be stopped. However, the process could be impelled to simply go away. Take its business elsewhere. And we'll be well enough alone. As for the town, we'll have ourselves a blank canvas. And as for the transistor, we'll have ourselves a brush.
Was this his plan from the beginning? Kind of feels like it is. So,
So this is Fairview. Farther from town than I thought. All of Cloudbank's gonna wind up like this.
his voice is shaky probably because he's a little bit fucked up. The last two people who are Camerata.
Oh.
Okay, so that's some Escher shit.
Trying times. Very trying times these days. Graham, the others, they've gone ahead of that me now, haven't they?
They shot themselves in the head with a
Me
gun.
now, isn't it? You and me. And the transistor.
You got a real boner for the transistor, don't you?
Yeah. I got nothing.
We had a saying, which goes,
Fuck.
when everything changes, nothing changes. You see? When everything changes, nothing changes.
You just...
But all this isn't what we had in mind.
I'm getting the feeling that you didn't really. Come closer. Go to... Okay. So he can just sort of...
These. Hanging back this time.
Status shooty. Can I hit them or no? They're masked. Okay. So as long as they're masked, I can't do anything, so. The transistor is the sword, yes. Precisely.
Other one's cooled off.
They do a fuck ton of damage, though. Hate those things. I mean, their final boss stuff, they're really not too bad as far as attack goes. The what are they called? Girls? Is overkilling good or bad? It's unnecessary.
The process is just doing a job. Doing its job. Though I much preferred it when the process did mine. But our old friend Grant, I mean, I let him borrow it. And he, well, anyway, here we are.
Alright, we're getting plot. But I don't understand what it is.
Go for it.
We knew we'd have our detractors. What we were doing was wrong. In the traditional sense. In the contemporary sense.
Alright, so this is...
Kendrill stood for the Camerata's cause to the bitter end.
Most children learn to stop asking why, but Mr. Asher Kindrel never outgrew it. His hunger for knowledge and an eagerness to spread it made him a prolific writer who enjoyed a career as a culture and current event editor of OBC. When Mr. Kindrel, excuse me, wasn't busy reporting. He occupied himself studying history in the city. But the deeper he delved, the more frustrated he became with all the dead ends and contradictions. The facts just simply didn't add up, so he started piecing them together. The unwritten history of the Cloud Bank, which is where we live. He conducted interviews with venerable members of the society, those who willingly worked past retirement age or could speak firsthand about the past. The most remarkable amongst them was the administrator. Okay, well, I don't think I'm going to be able to, by the end of this game, get all of the extra content as far as all the... Basically, to get the extra stuff in this game, you have to equip them as attacks, passives, and upgrades each, individually. And these last... Whoops. Oh, fuck. These last few, I haven't done that in every single way. And we're going to get into some really ugly boss fights near the end here. So if I wanted to, I could equip this as down the bottom right there. It says I need to have it as a attack and as a passive, and currently I've only used it as a upgrade. So if you want to learn more about this game as far as like all the stuff in it, you're gonna have to like actually go and get it and get these last two abilities. There's at least one other ability that we're not gonna get to see as well.
More.
So that's why I'm not fretting too much about it. Currently I have a setup where I can pretty much take out any guy just by dashing through them and then so the light attack I have, it doesn't look all that light, but it does a debuff, which causes them to take more damage. And then I combine that with the jaunt to get behind them. And then the overkill attack. You'll basically be able to work out the rest of in the New Game Plus if you're so inclined. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I will be. It's a good game, but
That was rough.
I don't feel really any need to come back to it. We'll see how the plot kind of brings things together. The aesthetic is what's keeping me interested for sure. This game is so pretty. And I feel like if they didn't have the music and the art on point, you know, despite the fact that none of this music's very memorable, it's all what it needs to be. I'm gonna shout.
Everyone always said you could be anything you want in this town. This is it for me. I could get used to this. Just a bit farther.
There might be a couple more. Have I played any of American McGee's Alice games? Yes. They're pretty good. The art's good. Freaky. I remember, I think, pirating one of them as a kid.
There's these traces inside the transistor. Everyday people once upon a time, but now, well, not quite themselves. And they're trapped. No walls in there, mind you. It's just, they're on their own. Listen close enough and maybe you can hear them. Some of them, I mean. The ones you know.
Okay, so I know the sword dude, but the other guys I don't know. So the abilities in this game, as you can kind of guess by the thing I was talking about with the upgrade system, I'm kind of explaining this again. I've kind of already done this. Did I upload a video on YouTube while streaming? Oh, there was one set. I can schedule videos, and I do that a lot. I'll schedule them rather than set it up, so that way they come out one a day. Because if I do more than one a day, then they don't get watched, even if they're short. So if I have the full-length video, though, and the highlight advertises the full length, and then it's not a problem. Anyway, all of the abilities in this game are people, basically. So this guy's like a football hero, and it's my like big old strong attack here. And then there's like a guy who did racing, and so he was like famous for being a motorcyclist, and he disappeared one day, and now I have his spirit, which is how I can do this. So all of the abilities, upgrades, and passives I've got are based after people who existed at one point or another, including the guy who's been seeking to us. But he's the only one we can hear, which leads me to believe that if what the guy was just saying is true, we know him but not anyone else. It seems like we do know him. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I need to not get hit anymore. No, move! Shit. Yeah, I almost died there. You get basically one gimme, and then you lose abilities for a short amount of time. That should be enough to... Or very nearly enough. Yeah, that's enough. And then you gotta make sure you pick up the cells, or else they start attacking as well. I have an upgrade that increases the number of cells that drop. And if you don't collect them...
If Royce can hold them off, so can you.
Then bad things happen. But... There's man and there's also a lady.
Next.
That's why I think it's called just man. I feel like the ladies are harder than the men. The men have the haircuts they gotta worry about. That was a weird sentence.
This place. I don't.
Huh. Okay.
Whenever people make a change, whether to the sea or the sky or anywhere in between, the process does the real work.
Okay.
Invisible, behind the scenes. Well, I say whoever does the real work ought to get the credit. So I found a way to put the process center stage.
Yeah,
but a way
but
to keep the process working in concert.
I don't understand what
in
your
harmony.
objective is here. You sound like you're not feeling bad about killing everyone. Have I fought the ladies in the cell garden? Yes. They're more annoying because they've got like a clone of themselves that shoot and also teleport every time you hit them, which means that doing combos on them is a lot harder because you don't know where they're going to teleport to. And they teleport a decent distance away. Grant, not a good format for a debate. There's no debate. We know the requirements. Low registered population density, access to civic resources, I do need light from time to time, and distance from administrative centers.
Enough with the history. Don't like it here.
These things are scrollable? What do you mean scrollable? The point of the text is the ends justify the means.
Bet this leads somewhere other than here.
Transistor.
Okay, you can
I
fly.
have no idea what's inside it, really. Who or what? I've my theories, but, well, that's really all they are. It's just theories. I've seen inside it. Had myself a little look. But I didn't see much. Didn't see much at all.
Because you don't know the guy.
Staring at the sky.
Oops. Okay. There might be information that you have to scroll down for. I'll do that in the future. You're right, that is a bad design decision because I did not see that. I guess I could maybe get these things all together. Alright, so instead of this being used as a, I don't know what this does. Base damage is increased by 125%. Alright. And then, what does this do? Okay, we've gotten that one all. So we can get these two. I'm gonna go check over there real quick. Okay, that's nothing. I thought that might be like a way of walking around. It's weird that he can teleport ahead of me.
There's the other one.
Can kind of cloak for a second. Get around behind and then... By using the cloak as well, we get a little bit of extra damage. And then... The shotgun blast of this is great. As a spoiler tag, you can write stuff in the... No. There's not, unfortunately. I would just wait. It's almost over. New passive slots. Can I send you a game on Steam? If you'd like. Double check and make sure I don't have it. I would recommend things that are not too wordy. And if they are wordy, they have voice acting, because I have terrible voice acting skills and I read like I'm illiterate. So, you know, keep that in mind. Otherwise, I will accept anything you give me, and thank you. I'll take a passive slot, I guess. And then process can spawn corrupted cells when terminated. Fuck, these all suck. I'm not going to use any of these. It doesn't really matter. Okay.
Clear. Which way?
Oh, thank you, Fighter. Fighter of Nightman. That's a... Fuck, what's the name of that show? I haven't watched enough of it. It's good. Because the engineer's work is never done, it stayed fresh. The new whims came with new challenges. Bridges, gardens, towers, ports. None of it lasted very long. The nature of his work led him to notice certain patterns over time. The will of the people changed in cycles. Bridges would come down in favor of railways. Railways would give way to parks. New bridges would then be built upon the parks, and so on. Recognizing this, the engineer started fashioning avant-garde structures and designs he believed would persist beyond the immediate urges of the population. Yet these ideas proved much less popular, and before much longer he became obscure and left his job to pursue personal interests on his own. It was then that he discovered a formula, visualizing exactly how the structures of Cloud Bank were formed. I've not ordered my new PC. I don't think it's... I'm a little worried about taxes because I didn't pay taxes yet, and I'm worried that it's going to be pretty brutal. I was talking to my dad about it last night. We went to dinner. He was saying that, you know, unless if I made over 15,000, I probably won't have to pay anything, but he's going to talk to the tax guy. He has a really good tax guy because he does music, and I made considerably less than 15,000. If I was making 15,000, I'd be doing this full time. I need around 16,000 in order to be able to scrape by in a year, just for reference. So, yeah. Once I'm sure that I won't have to pay any taxes, or once I've paid those taxes, I'll be able to do it. I think I know the build that I'm going to get. I was able to ask around and get some stuff figured out, but yeah. Mr. Kindrel was struck by the administrator's wisdom and depth of experience, and the two shared a passion for seeking the truth of things, and much more, as it turned out. One day, the administrator took Mr. Kindrel aside to a place unlike any he had seen before, revealed to him something he never could have imagined. With it, the administrator said, together they could learn so much about the past, about the future, as long as Mr. Kindrel was willing to keep it secret. Mr. Kindrel accepted without a second thought. The administrator was much more to him than just a source at this point. Alright, now we can search around how these things are used again. Regenerative leeching tap. New passive slots are available. Let's set that up there. And I thought this was the leech. No, this is a Alright. When am I gonna buy Five Nights at Freddy's World? I believe it's free, isn't it? He realized that the reception was so bad that he decided to make it free. Functions still available. Really? Which ones? I don't believe we have any more room, do we? We don't have any more room. Why are you telling me to do that? I know there are functions that are still available, but I can't use any of them. Right? No, I can use mask. Mask is still available to us. Okay, that's what it was warning me about.
I knew Grant half my life. Principled, persuasive man. Very persuasive.
Mask is a passive
I'll miss
instead.
him.
I'll change it.
He appreciated my work, supported my endeavors. The Camerata, it was his idea. I was all for it. All for it at first. But then, well, I'd say the rest was history, but that's not quite the case.
I'm assuming that's, does your name start with space, Ghost? Just that way I know that that's you that's adding me. I believe it was free, yeah. I don't think he's spamming. He's barely talking, right? Unless if I'm not seeing it in chat. Stealth on target and elimination. Yeah, that's a lot better. Thank you for telling me to do it that way instead. Okay, so that's you. Alright, I'll add you after the stream. Or, here, hold on. I can shift tab. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Kinda hope you don't. You're usually around for streams, so yeah, I'll add you. I was doing it based on subscribers for a while, but it was honestly so awful to try and make sure that I got it right that it's just, no.
Where I found it, where
Oh, this is scrollable. Yeah, you're right.
Why? I found it on a lark. Right around here, geographically speaking. Although geography was only one small factor.
Tonight.
There was also the math. Awful lot of math involved. Wasn't entirely myself when I found it, you might say. Sometimes I think I didn't find it at all. More like the otherwise around. You understand? Maybe it was looking for someone like me.
Waiting for him to stop talking so I can read this. There we go. Tonight I will be going in again. This time I'm 100% positively certain. I figured it out. Tomorrow you will see it too. Exciting times, exciting times. Soon we will celebrate. Okay, well.
Either way, now you're stuck with it.
Alright.
Other way now.
The other way? This way?
Hey, look.
I don't really want to do this ability test. Nope. It's still running, but because he gave me a gift, it popped up. Let's see, what is it? This game is Cubicle Quest. Thank you. I'll write that down real quick to make sure that we do it. What is this? Cubicle Quest is a game about how life can suck. Dead-end jobs, repetitive obligations, and irritating coworkers. Cubicle Quest is like, it takes on all those things and turns them into enemies that you can fight in an old school RPG. Okay. I'll write that down. Looks alright. Go ahead and add it. The art style is not entirely convincing, but I'll trust you on this one. It froze because I tabbed out. I'm sorry. This game doesn't continue running in the background, which is kind of nice. It isn't stream fault. Yeah.
There you are.
Oh, I don't want to do that, really.
All four of you. Ah.
I was just not saying a whole lot, maybe. I don't know. How long have I been streaming? You can always use the command !uptime, and it'll give you the exact time. So, 1 hour and 3 minutes and 33 seconds, apparently. It's pretty cool. It's one of the reasons I installed MooBot. Yeah, those things fucking wreck. They suicide when they hit you, but... Oh, fuck. Can I get a... I think I can. There's no point in using bounce, but backstab seems to work, and then I can follow it up with flood. Is it better to flood then backstab? Looks about the same. I lost Cull, which is bad because it's our main attack. We're just gonna have to continue to use bounce until it dies. Ping is great for outside of turn bases, There we go. You can lose abilities temporarily. It's basically like you have that many extra bars of health, it looks like. You basically have 4 extra bars of health.
Okay, you're almost here. Almost.
And you get them back whenever you go to
Ready?
a thing. You lose all the ones that were connected to it, or just the main attack. So, I mean, I guess that means we've got room for this one to be a main attack. Not really what I was planning on, or what I would prefer. What does this do? Cripples, okay, stacks 3 times. And we can add some extra damage onto that. Let's set this up as something. What does it do as a passive? Life regen. Have I seen it as, I've seen it as everything, so. This is the guy that's been talking, so. The abilities, yeah, you're crippled, but you can keep using it, so. Yeah, alright. Alright, I think that's the best setup I can do right now. I don't really know what A does.
So come on now. Come on.
Hey, it goes with your hair.
Okay.
Must be the place. Hi, Royce. If you can hear me.
Welcome. Well, come in. Come on. Inside my studio. I'm quite unarmed, as you can see. And it's safe in here, relatively. Safe. At least for now.
Ping, jaunt,
Here's
purge.
the thing. Now, if the transistor doesn't go back in its cradle, then why, you and I both, well, we just won't be anything anymore.
I guess we're going downstairs.
You, me, and the rest of this town. So, please, don't let my work go to waste.
You fucked up.
I'm being reasonable.
You're being an asshole is what you're being.
Now, full disclosure here, which is, I am positively certain 100% that this will work, which is transistor plus cradle equals no more process. No funny business, okay? We'll just take it one thing at a time. This is it then.
So,
You know what you have to do. What have we got to lose?
you?
It's why we're here.
I know.
Came all this way for a reason. Just get it over with.
I'm sorry? I don't know what to say.
Look, no matter what happens, just... I love you. You know that, right? It's time. Bye for now. But I will see you again. I will see you again. I know you can hear me. I won't let you go. Stay with me. Stay with me. Let's see. The good news. Well, the process. I think we got it. Contained it. So, the town is going to be all right. It's just, well, someone's going to have to rebuild. But we flew a little close to the flame there, so now we're here, not there. We're stuck. And unfortunately, the only way back that I'm aware of is, well, unpleasant. So, let's get this over with.
Prepare yourself. Oh, okay. So, okay, we got all our abilities back. All right. Let's get our basic attacks. Let's make sure that we got the absolute basics down. You said ping and bounce, right? I didn't really care for that combination. I'm missing 2 abilities. Yeah. Well, we got all our abilities that we had, so. This is not very useful in my opinion. This is Jaunt is crucial. Adding the extra damage to it is also useful. Jaunt plus Flood. Jaunt plus Flood. Trail duration damage. I'm gonna add it as a passive, I think. Running low on points. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't really give you a good indication on when I go live, which is unfortunate. That pretty much just leaves this. I can give stun duration, or I can make it immunity to slow. Help Jaunt. I don't like help. Help is kind of annoying, in my opinion. I think I might switch Mask out. Maybe use it as an. Yeah, let's switch Mask out and make it so that way whenever I defeat an enemy. I don't know how this fight's gonna go. Actually, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's make it an active ability. I think this is good. May have gotten some things backwards, but
Who gets to go first? How about me?
I can't move.
Come on, come on.
So this is a straight up boss fight then. I'm looking for.
Let's see.
Fuck. Oh, he actually turned around for me. That's nice of him. Let's make sure we take him down.
Let's continue.
I don't think he's got a good hit off on me, does he? He probably can't hit me from here. You missed, punk.
Hey, Transistor. Only one of these is good for the return trip.
Okay.
Let's see if it'll be yours or mine.
God damn, I cannot get a hit off on him.
Oh, that looked like it hurt.
It's just Cole twice.
Ready for more? You know, I truly thought, how could the
I don't think he can hit me here.
other than one of a kind? But I've been wrong about a lot of things here. I admit, all part of the job of having theories, being right sometimes, and also being wrong.
Wish I could move. Oh, he's got a bunch of hits on me here. Nothing I can do aside from just take it.
Again.
I just need to make sure I have a wall between me and him. He does walk, but he doesn't seem to have oh, fuck. Oh, no. I think I'm gonna jaunt through him, and then, yeah. And then he doesn't have an attack for a bit. We got a chance to get off our attack.
Stop.
Oh no, he's gonna take away my ability. Fuck. I lost jaunt. That's good. Yeah, but I got him now. You got a second chance, man. How are you still alive?
I beat you, I get my town. Get the transistor. But then I've often wondered what it's like in there. What it's really like. So, in a way, no matter what, I win. I know.
Almost got him. He's gonna get me really close. Royce is a total fucking ass. Okay. Yeah, you missed, jackass. I'm gonna go around and backstab him just to make sure. There you go. Got him. That wasn't too bad.
No, it can't. It can't be. God, please don't be. God, please don't. We got away.
Yeah,
Man,
we
we
all
got
right.
away. Now you're here. And me. And that's it.
So I guess I can rewrite the world. I mean, I'm the only one who's really...
This whole town. I guess it's yours now. A blank
So am I the only one alive? I mean, I saved the...
rush.
I saved the world, but I've got my brush. Have I played Bastion before? Yes, Bastion is one of my, like, top 10 games of all time. That game made me feel things.
So where do you want to start?
I mean, just fix the bridge.
Fit some gold lock.
I've got to rewrite all of this shit?
All the drinking joints in the canals. What are you thinking? Hey. Oh. Look. That's not me. Not anymore. doing? Wait, what are you doing? Red. Don't you do it. Don't you dare. Don't do this. Please. If you do this, Red, please don't. Wait. Red. Red. No, Red. What you doing? No, Red, no.
Seconds march into the past. Moments pass, just like that. They're gone. The river always finds the sea, so helplessly, like you find me. We are paper boats floating on a stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay after the credits. I'm just letting the music play. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't fucking understand, really. Do I get to see him face to face now inside the sword? Is that what I was attempting to do? Did I not want to do all of this again? He's like my boyfriend or something? I mean, I got that much because I knew him. And he said, I love you. But it'll make sense after the credits. Okay. I'll wait then.
Hi.
Hey.
I don't know. I'm in the country, which is more or less heaven. Darren Korb, of course, doing the music. He was the guy who did the music for Bastion as well. He seems to be on retainer, or at least works at Supergiant. Amazing. Yeah. We're keeping the love stuff to a fairly low level today, just to avoid making the people who are having a rough day today. Alright. I'm gonna eat some candy though. Candy's gonna be really fucking cheap today. Or tomorrow, so. Went by Target and they're already putting shit on sale. So I guess they figure if you haven't gotten it by now, you're probably fucked. It's a rough day for some people. I don't know what either of these options mean. Is this like begin like new game plus and this is quit? What is this? Quit? Yeah, okay. Um I'll be real, I didn't really fucking understand this game. And I feel like that's my fault more than the game's fault. Um Eating candy very close to the mic. Tell you what, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll probably do some flash games on my birthday. We were walking in Target today before Tilda had to go to work, and she was we were walked by the video game section. We were looking at Wii games, and a guy came up, one of the people who worked there. He was like, "Can I help you guys with anything?" And she's like, "Yes." And she turned to me and she said, "You need to go away now." So, and then she said that she tried out her new credit card today as well. It was the only time that she had access to do so. So I'd imagine that on my birthday I probably have a new Wii game. So I'll probably play that as well. Cloud Bank is a super democracy. The Camarada don't like that and wanted to give everyone individual power. But they fucked up and the process basically made everything blank. When's my birthday? Wednesday. 3 days from now. I'll be 28. Can you do your best impression of Video Game Donkey? I need to watch him. I've heard a lot about him, but I don't know any of his stuff, so no. I can't do my best impression of him. I don't know. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna eat a couple more pieces of candy. And we're coming back. We got about 30 minutes left to stream. Would you guys rather see The Escapist or, well, no, wait. We just got the Cubicle Quest. How big of an install is that? 3 minutes? Alright. I'm gonna start installing that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Let's take a 90-second break. Minute and a half. Long enough for you to go get some water. Stretch your legs. Look away from the computer for a while. Kind of wake yourself up. It's good for you to do that every now and then. I'm dropping frames hard, probably because I'm downloading. But I'll be right back. Give me a sec. Sorry about that. Had a couple more pieces of candy than I thought it would. Regardless, how far out is Cubicle Quest from being done? A couple more seconds. 38 to 40. I could try and entertain you by saying random things. What's been going on in my life? Setting up for a studio show. It's my first gallery show. And depending on how it goes, maybe my last. No stress. Just, you know, that. I'd really like to do art and stream and YouTube for a living. Art is... They're all very saturated markets, which makes it very hard. And so my mind's been on that stuff over anything else. And so when Tilda and my parents ask, you know, what do you want for your birthday? I don't have a good answer, to be honest. Mainly just because the BRB screen lags. I think, yeah. Could you show us your paintings? The ones that I'm doing for the show, I don't think are up yet, but ColinMullen.com. Colin is spelled with 1 L. Mullen is spelled with 2. I don't want to say I want $1 million or anything like that because I don't really want $1 million, to be honest. But anyway, let's oh boy, I'm not gonna lie. Cubicle Quest kind of looks like something that's made in RPG Maker. This is given to me by NXUS Ghost. It is an RPG Maker game. It is 50 cents right now. It normally goes for $5. That sale will last until the 28th. The trailer video is not exactly inspiring me to you know what? We're only going to be streaming for a couple more minutes. Why don't we try it? Let me give you a screen region real quick. It's a very small 16 by or 4 by 3 window. It's very loud. It doesn't properly capture. That's a bad sign. A little loud? Yeah, I noticed. Sorry. I don't mean to look a gift horse in the mouth, but what the fuck? You bought it because you had some spare change on Steam. Fair enough. You gave it to me, so I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to stream all the way through this. Would I like a tutorial? Sure. Okay. Hold shift in order to run. In battles, left to see the escaped options. Right to skip a character. After graduating, you managed to land a job. You were so happy at first. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, something that helps me make lists for things that I want for my birthday or whatever is I make a list of things that I like. I'm just gonna go fuck. Finally done with work. Back to this old, crappy apartment. I'm so tired, I just want to sleep. Then wake up tomorrow and go to work again. And the next day. And the next. Damn it, I forgot another credit card bill. I might be able to put up with this job if it paid enough for me to live. I still haven't done laundry. I know, I'll finish my chores, start exercising, get a girlfriend, research a new job, and turn my life around. It'll be great. Yeah, like that's gonna happen. I'll most likely just stare at TV until I fall asleep, just like last night. It's a little bit real. Hey, fuck, wake up! Finally, you're awake. What? What's going on? Wasn't I somewhere else just now? You were mumbling something about something that sounded like TV. I'm assuming the stress of the war is getting to you. War? The Debt Alliance has taken over your kingdom. They're threatening to beat down the gates in the Castle of Sanity. Right, I remember now. They were small at first, yet suddenly they had conquered Freetime Mountain. Yeah, the resolution's kind of ass. Yeah, things have stretched out and blurred. The screen itself, I mean, there's my cursor for kind of scale. Hold on. The game does seem kind of mediocre so far, I'm not gonna lie. Let me give you a game or window capture. Here's what my entire screen looks like right now. So it's exactly that tiny on my screen. Alright, newest developments. This situation looks grim. Okay, so such a strange dream. Alright. Reports of the expense monsters menacing the kingdom. Takes a lot of soldiers to keep them in check. What is this? Say your most valuable resource. It can be traded for any other resource, but nothing can be traded for more time. Meh. Money can be traded for more time. If you have enough money, you can not do things. Time and money are very much intertwined. If I had more money, I'd have more time. If I had more time, I'd have more money. It's a cute idea. New genre. What? New genre? Armor. Get ripped by punching bears in the face. Okay. Glad to see you're looking better. His face just creeps me the fuck out. I'm just gonna say. Though our enemies far outnumber us, we should be able to keep them at bay with 400 new soldiers a month. Yeah, I thought we were wearing them down. What changed? Mom and Pop Kingdom has cut us off. Without their support... Damn, I should have known they wouldn't support us forever. Without their help, how many soldiers could we have in the field? Sir, I'm afraid we won't be able to keep up with the monsters on our own. We're going to be down to about 600 soldiers in a short while. What we need to avoid chaos. Well, that doesn't sound good. Yes. Okay, let's not panic. What exactly are we dealing with? How many monsters are there in the Dead Alliance? That's inebriate, right? Did they just flip an asset? Yeah, that's from a drunken paladin, right? Who used that first? Is that just a default? Yeah, no offense, Wizard Sam. You enjoy. Sir, we're keeping an eye on them. Credit Card Alliance armies are menacing the castle. First Legion is 7,000 monsters, but they're breeding more. In my opinion, we should be worrying about the Second Legion. They're only 3,000 strong, but they're breeding even faster. It's just default. Beyond them is the College Loan Army, waiting in the desert. 30,000 strong. We've kept them at bay. I'll keep an eye on them until we know how the battle's going, but unless the reinforcements come for us, we're going to go under. Wish I hadn't asked. I spotted a cloaked form walking our walls. Is it worth the 49 cents? No, not really. I think I'm gonna... Yeah. The plot is cute. This game is called Cubicle Quest. It's an RPG Maker game. It's okay. But he terrifies me. Really? I wish I hadn't asked. Let's focus on this month for now. What we can do is keep ourselves alive. I don't know what you want to do, sir, but I think it's time to find a roommate. An ally could cut our rent needs from 1,000 soldiers to 500. Fine, we don't have any choice, but that's not going to be enough. What else can we do? You should venture into the Dungeon of Work. The King of Work said he needed a shift manager. But I don't wanna. Isn't it enough that I got a job in the first place? Not really. We're gonna be overrun if... We'd be overrun by the monsters if not for the mom and pop kingdom. You can do better than this. Yeah, got it. Get a promotion, find a roommate, keep sane for another month. Got it. Ring of Sanity was found. Is it a cock ring? Returns you to Castle Sanity. Okay. Seems like something they should have just given me, considering how important that sounds. Something that teleports me back home. The Shrine of Income is working fine, but something is inhibiting its energy. The details involve complex budget magic. Do you want to get into that? No. No, I don't. I mean, fuck. Seriously, in what twisted country is one job not enough to live? America, for one. If you don't have a living wage. I'm sorry. You know what? I think we're just gonna go look at art and call it a day. That was something. 49 cents right now if you want it. I'm already playing this game in real life. It's as depressing in real life as it is in game. If it wasn't done in RPG Maker, if they had used their own assets, there's a lot of things they could have done that would have really livened it up. The concept was cute enough. The concept was, good, but I'm not feeling dealing with that shit right now. I'm cutting the stream short just because I do need to finish off on the thing that I've been working on for months now. But I want to make sure I can finish it today, so that way it can start getting uploaded this week, preferably on my birthday. So anyway, no new art. There's one piece of art, but it's tagged as me, but seems to be Yol. So, cherry sours are the fucking best, I'm gonna say. I believe Limes is live, right? Let me double check that real quick. If she is, I'll host her. I mean, they're basically just a ball of sugar and spice, but they're so fucking good. Yeah, it looks like just me and Limes are streaming, so I will I'll go ahead and host Limes. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna call it there for today. Transistor was alright. I prefer Bastion over it, but you know, if you want a little bit more, it feels very much like a soft reboot of the Bastion formula. The world is being destroyed by people who had the best of intentions in mind, except for these guys were just kind of assholes. In Bastion, they had the best intentions in mind. Things went to shit. And so you end up having this Homer-esque awful ending where things go to shit. Anyway, I fully intend on streaming on my birthday. My parents want to go out for dinner. It is currently 3:48 p.m. my time. I get out of class at 6, which means that we'll have dinner after 6, probably around 7, meaning that I won't be home to stream until 7 or 8. And I'll probably stream for about an hour or so. So, adjust your clocks accordingly. Put it in your date book. I'll be tweeting a lot that day, probably. As much as I do always. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye!